So as a single woman of God, there's something that I've noticed, but I don't know if I'm making this up or if other women are experiencing this too. So please do let me know. Basically, I consider myself to be quite a friendly and bubbly person, no matter who I'm talking to. That's just who I am, okay? No matter if I'm talking to men or women, I just like to be friendly and joyful because that's just Deborah, you know? But I feel like, especially in church, some guys take my friendliness as me liking them, and because of that, they're just acting weird with me. I feel like, and again, I could be making this up, I don't know, but I feel like some guys are just being very distant and cold with me because they think that I like them, when it's just like, brother, hold up, like, you're my brother in Christ, I'm your sister, so like, how am I supposed to treat you then? I'm not someone to be mean and cold. I love meeting new people and interacting with people, but so what am I supposed to do then if my friendliness is taken for I like you, so now you feel like I'm some type of danger, like a single woman that's a danger, stay away from her? And I'm not saying this is every guy in church, because that's not the case, but for some of them, I'm just like, why are you being so cold to me and so friendly to everybody else? I feel like you see me as a danger, when it's like, don't worry, I don't like you like that. You don't have to worry about me. But is that just me who feels that way, that as a single woman, sometimes you're just kind of seen as like this, ooh, we have to stay away from her? And just to clarify, I'm not a flirty person. I've never been a flirty person, okay? I don't have any game in that area. Absolutely not. So again, I'm just being friendly. But please let me know if any other single women can relate to this and what this is about. Maybe I'm making it up, but let me know.
Whenever men don't give them the attention that they seek, they always have to make things up to make it make sense. They don't even think that you like them. They just don't want to be bothered. They just don't want to be bothered. And even if they thought that you liked them, they're not going back and forth with you to give you the hint. You understand? So you get the hint. She's acting like this is a problem only because she can't get their attention. Check this out. Your friendly nature, your bubbly energy, it's fake because you're not getting anything back. But if you're making friends with everybody because this is just the way you are, then what's the problem with these dudes being distant or whatever you're saying? Because you want something in return. You want their attention. No. And men in the church know that you're chatty patties. All you do is tell other people's business and they don't want you in theirs. What's the problem? What is the problem? Men are choosing themselves, staying to themselves. And you don't like that because you can't get an energy boost off of these dudes. They're coming to church to go to church and go home. And they're not being rude to her. They're just not giving her the extra that she's looking for. Let's get the next one.
Men in the comments talking about, why as a woman should you have a roster? That's scary, blah, 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 blah. Bro, we don't need sex as much as y'all think we need sex. Like, it's really a choice. Just because a woman is talking to multiple men does not mean that she's being sexual with them. Y'all assume dating multiple people means having sex with them, doing sexual things with them. Like, women can literally just go out on a date and have fun and just talk and entertain and not have sex with them. Like, we don't need it that bad. We don't. Y'all know back in the day, this used to be normalized. Like, men would actually court a woman. Like, they would show up at their house, meet the family, sit down and have like a little date, a little chat, bring flowers. And multiple men would do this towards a woman with the intention of being with her and marrying her. Okay. And then the best one would win. Y'all don't do that anymore. Y'all just like an IG post and think that's enough.
When she said women don't need sex or they don't like it like that, I laughed because women love sex. They love sex so much that there's no value on it anymore. You can literally get sex. You don't have to do all of this courting stuff. You don't. The only people that are complaining about sex are men and women that aren't getting it. They don't have access to it. They haven't had it in a long time. They're frustrated. That's the only people complaining about it. That's it. Men don't need to court women to get access to sex. So what's going on here? I'm not understanding. See, you being able to be courted worked back in the day because sex was scarce. Dudes were lining up. And the men that actually court women now lose as opposed to the men that don't court women. The men that just show up as they are. These are the men that win. So she's saying a bunch of nothing. Let's get the next one.
Another thing that I'm jealous of that men really lucked out on is hookup culture, because it literally only works for them. But somehow, like, and I don't even think that the men convinced women to be this way. I think women convinced themselves, like, yeah, like, if I just sleep with him, like, it'll be better for me. And it's like, I just know that men sat back and thought, you're right, sweetheart. Let's try it. Let's try it out. Let's see. I think you're going to love it. And now, like, 10 years later, the women are like, oh my God, we didn't love it. We didn't love it.
Yes, hookup culture works in a man's favor that women find attractive. That's it. Hookup culture actually freed men. When you take a step back and you really look at it, right? Men can easily walk away now because they know that another woman will just come. Another woman will be willing to do whatever that another woman wasn't. So if you think about it that way, men kind of did luck up. And it doesn't make sense to talk about men that can't get sex because you don't want those guys anyway. Unattractive guys, you don't want them anyway. They have to still become. But yes, the men that women want to sleep with, they have it easier because check this out. They know another woman will come around eventually. Women don't know when another man that wants to take them seriously will come around. That's the only reason why, if you peep, she says 10 years later, women found out that they didn't love it that much. Yeah, because men are screwing and they're not staying. That's it. Makes it easier for men to walk away because now they can see the dating market for what it actually is. Let's get the next one.
This is me before going on a date with a 6'4" doctor. No kids, no ex-wives, owns his own practice, owns his own home. He plans a whole surprise date. I have no idea where we're going, no idea what we're doing, but hair is done, makeup is done. Take a good look, ladies, because this is me before. I am really feeling this man. I have a good feeling about him. I even took a spicy cube before the date. Just so I'm feeling myself, feeling confident. And in case he takes me home later. God bless. This is my moment. I will let you know how it goes. I'm about to be a changed woman. I'm done dating. He was 40 minutes late. Our surprise date, TGI Fridays, was rude to the waiter. And when I ordered the burger, he made a comment like, aren't you a Pilates teacher? Yeah. It's like, oh, I just figured you would order a salad or something. Like, don't you need to watch your figure? He talked about himself the entire time, did not ask me a single question about me, and then asked me to split the bill, which, like, fine, okay, I'm picking up what you're putting down. But sir, you are a fucking doctor. If you're gonna drone on and on 4 hours about, I am not in practice, summer in the Hamptons, the least you can do is buy my $25 fucking entree. I didn't even drink. He had like 4 drinks, a starter, and entree. I ordered one thing, and I split the bill with this man. This fucking doctor! Do men just hate women? When did they stop wanting to actually like take girls out on a proper fucking date and treat them? What a waste of a fucking spicy cube and slick back party pony. I'm sitting there feeling myself wanting to blow my brains out all over this guy. The only reason I didn't is because he's a doctor and he probably fucking knows CPR. Like, no, do not resuscitate. Do not resuscitate. Never going on a date again. Also, he was not even 6 foot tall. So I'm resigning from Hinge. I'm gonna just date my dog.
Just like the clip from yesterday. Let's go over this. That clip yesterday, the guy took her to Chili's. In this clip, he took her to TGIF Fridays. Now, I don't care about anything she's saying that's wrong with him. He was late, he was rude, knock it off. Because you thought you were about to come up off of this dude until he showed you this ain't that. This ain't that. What does it matter what he ordered compared to what you ordered? What does it matter? You thought you were about to come up off of this dude. He didn't ask me questions about myself, blah, blah. You were just talking him up. You were talking him up like he was the prize. Why is he asking you all these questions? They'll never make sense out of it, but check this out. He asked you to split the bill. What's wrong with that? Prove your worth to him. You're the one talking about he was this and he's that and he's a doctor. It's like that stuff doesn't matter when you put them to the test. When you're looking for effort, it doesn't matter. You're naming all of this stuff about him. It sounds like you're putting him up on a pedestal. What's the problem with him? Now he's a loser. This is exactly why he went about it the way he did. Because they will switch on you in an instant. Talking him up, he's all of this. Now he's a loser. Just like that, because you couldn't have your way. He wasn't even 6'4". Who cares? I'm telling you guys, they're really playing themselves out with all of this nonsense. He needs to be this, he needs to be that, he needs to be this. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter anyway. Because now his character matters more in this scenario. You understand? Don't go for it. Don't ever feel sorry for yourself or feel bad if a woman's like, I want this and you're not that. Because time and time again, it proves that they say a lot, but it amounts to nothing.